2017 has been a very exciting and eventful year for the Knight of St. John's International Maitama Commandery 574 and LAUX 509. The year started with the induction of a new BOT headed by the worthy President, Sir Dr. Ferdinand Chijioke Uguoke.
I am Dr. Chijioke Uguoke, lawyer. That is me as a person. As an officer of the Noble Order of Knights of St. John International, I'm a Major Chijioke Uguoke. You might like to call me as a Knight of the Church. I came into the order August 2005, if I'm right. That's about 12 years now. I came into the order knowing as a child that I always wanted to become a knight. I was groomed a Catholic to the core. So I've always known the role of the Knights of the Church. So it has been interesting to me. And no matter what anybody said, each time I see the Knights fighting out with the Pope, with the bishops and the priests, I knew it was a good place to be. So I came in that time. Luckily, I was married to somebody also who had the same opinion, also a thorough Catholic. So we joined the order, and we joined the order with every sense of commitment and service. I came as the secretary to the Good of Leader Committee of Commandery 574. I had discharged to the best of my ability, and then from there, I was appointed as the Judge Advocate of the Commandery, a job I did for officer held for about a year or two, and then several times also as a trustee of the local commandery, before I eventually was appointed as the Quartermaster General of the Abuja Grand Commandery, that I held for about 5 years before the commandery's decision. I ran my own intention to run for the presidency of the local commandery, and then eventually I was elected the president of Commandery 574.
Immediately after the induction, the team hit the ground running with the consolidation of most of the achievements of the previous BOT, led by Captain Professor Epiphany Azinge.
I'm very lucky to have succeeded a very inspiring leadership that laid the foundation. My predecessor, Captain Epiphany Azinge, led a very robust BOT, and we are leveraging on the foundation they set. I took over this year, but this year he led us into a very rich activity. We capped up our building in Katy, the roofing. A lot of things was done this year even before the mantle fell into my hands. So he and his BOT, I was part of that BOT also, have really done a lot to move the commandery forward. So we are leveraging on what they've done, and it becomes so easy for us to do things.
Because spirituality is one of the core parts of the knighthood, Commandery 574 and LAUX 509 had a spirit-filled retreat moderated by the parish priest of Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Maitama, Reverend Father Celestine Ejim, in March during the Lenten season. Afterwards, the numerical strength of the commandery and LAUX grew with initiation of 4 new brothers into the commandery and 2 new sisters into the LAUX in June. In areas of evangelization for God and for country, as traditional with KSJI practices, the commandery and LAUX organized and hosted a seminar chaired by a former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, with the theme, The Role of Fear of God in Nation Building. The very successful seminar also had distinguished speakers with diverse background discuss on the topic, including the Catholic Bishop of Nsukka, Reverend Professor Godfrey Igwebike Ona, who was the keynote speaker, and Islamic cleric Malam Nuruddin Lemu, and a pastor and wife of the Deputy Governor of Kwara State, Dr. Mrs. Felicia Kisira. The seminar was well attended by people from all walks of life, including students. In July, the LAUX 509 was visited by the Grand Respected President, Noble Sister Georgina Onyezuligbo, and she paid a courtesy call on the brothers and was welcomed by the worthy President, his team, and all brothers. In August, the Grand Offices led by Grand President Brigadier General Jerome Wokeji visited the Maitama Commandery and LAUX. The cadets of Commandery 574 was chartered in October 2017 with Master Ejike Michael Jr. inaugurated as Charter Cadet President. Also in October, the Commandery 574 and LAUX 509 also had an outing mass that saw a thanksgiving to God and presentation of the new initiates of the Commandery and LAUX to the Holy Trinity Maitama Catholic community. And because an outing mass had not been done for a while in the Commandery, all other brothers and sisters that have not had their outing mass since initiation and other brothers and sisters that have been elevated to different levels of knighthood also used the opportunity for their thanksgiving to God Almighty and were presented to the Catholic community. To enhance the physical fitness of brothers and sisters, pre-meeting drills were reintroduced on meeting days for Commandery and LAUX in October 2017. With prayers and great support from the Commandery, the sisters successfully had the LAUX election, which saw Lady Thelma Nwokeji emerge as the new respected president for LAUX 509 in October 2017, and she was inducted in November 2017.
My name is Lady Thelma Nwokeji, and I joined Knight of St. John in 2002. After about 3 years as a member of LAUX 509, I was appointed to take over from the then financial secretary, who was going to Europe for foreign mission. I stood for election as the respected president for LAUX 509. It was a competitive election. I stood for it and I won the election. And that is what has made me the respected president of LAUX 509 present. My vision is good. And I think that anything good, you don't need so much galvanizing, you know. So my sisters I've already given them an idea of what I want to do, which they have welcomed so much because, you know, the program is good and they love it. So I don't think that I have any problem in that. For the brothers, it's the same thing. Like I said, anything good is good. The brothers will see the changes that are taking place in their wives and in their families, and they will love what I'm doing.
In November, the Commandery and LAUX witnessed another boost in the numerical strength with initiation of 6 brothers and 3 sisters into the Commandery and LAUX respectively. 6 brothers and 2 sisters were also exemplified in the November ceremonies.
In case once you are a brother, you are a brother. You can aspire to any position so far as the Supreme Constitution allows that. And I praise our current worthy president, who is always insisting on the rule of order, and then the adherence to the Constitution and bylaws of the order. So what I tell the young knights, let them aspire to any position. Let them know, like when we are joining the order, even as it is now, it involves of 3 T's: time, talent, and treasure. If you know you have a particular talent, don't hide it. Bring it out. If you're an accountant, bring it out. We need people who know how to keep our account records. If you are a camera person, you have a knack for it. Bring it out. And then let the other benefit from your knowledge. So I discovered that I have a flair for photography. I just can't hold back. I like to take people pictures and then show it to them and get them published. So I will advise them to always come out immediately. Don't wait until you are 3 years in the order before you start showing us what you can do for the order.
The icing on the cake of all activities of the year was the purchase of the land for the Commandery building that would have a chapel, accommodate Commandery events, LAUX, cadets, and juniors with a provision for sports and relaxation and other social activities.
We've been able to achieve the first leg of our dream, which is, like I said, a building of our own. So we've been able to buy that land to the glory of God. It didn't come easy. It was a miracle, if I may say, because if we had to pay the full value, the Commandery could have been able to afford it this first year in office. I was looking at it actually as something that would take my entire tenure.
We are planning for an end-of-year pattern. We have already chosen the worthy president's residence as the venue for the... I wish we can change it and let us go to that new land we have purchased, clear the place, put canopies there, and dance and celebrate in that venue.
There were other activities that increased the spirituality and bonding of the brothers and sisters in Commandery 574 and LAUX 509, including house fellowships with very interesting topics which also featured community prayers, spiritual discussions, and feasting. The hosting of the fellowships was rotated among families to enhance fraternity and inclusion.
We choose time once every month to go into fellowship. So I take my time as the worthy president to choose the topics so it will be something that will make us come out better spiritually and better physically as human beings. So that is as per the spiritual angle.
A couple of brothers and sisters also had various events in the course of the year, and in the spirit of brotherhood, they were supported by brothers and sisters in the Commandery 574 and LAUX 509, who showed massive solidarity by way of prayers, material support, and massive attendance. Some of the events include Wedding of a Knight, which is a rare event as knighthood promotes Christian family virtues and requires only married couples to be members. However, this situation arose from circumstances when Brother Albert Nnamani wedded his heartthrob, Chika. Brothers and sisters were on hand to show massive support. Past worthy President Captain Epiphany Azinge held a colloquium in his chambers. A brother, Sir Chika Ugwoke, opened a shopping mall in Lokogoma. The wedding of the cadet of brother and sister Patrick and Chika Osuji. The work for detribalization and the launching of Epiphany Azinge Foundation by the past worthy President, Professor Epiphany Azinge. The Knights of the Commandery 574 and LAUX 509 ended the church liturgical year with the filing out of brothers and sisters in the Corpus Christi procession on the Feast of Christ, the Universal King. Other activities include the birthdays, wedding anniversaries, graduations, and reception of other sacraments by our cadets and juniors, and many other events too numerous to mention. The year did not go without some setbacks that gave us reason to pause and reflect on our sojourn here on earth. We lost the recording and corresponding secretary of Commandery 574, Sir Donald Ifani Opara.
This year, we have had some challenges as an organic group. We've, had things that will tickle the best in us. I won't consider it as low moments. So I don't think I've had low moments as a president, but as a commander and as a person. Whenever I lose a loved one, it's always a moment to come down very, very low. So if I will talk about that, it is below lowest, because we lost a very vibrant, energetic, and committed member of the order, our recording and correspondence secretary, Brother Ifani Opara. That was a very, very sad moment for the commander. Of course, some were sick, but they are recuperating, so that one is giving us a lot of encouragement. So, but aside from that sad loss, I think it's been a very exciting year. Challenges here and there, but ultimately and majorly, a very exciting and happy year in office.
Some brothers and sisters also lost loved ones. Consolation came from support and encouragement from fellow brothers and sisters. In all, it was indeed a great year, and we give God all the glory.
Well, my Christmas message, especially to members of Commandery 574, is to beat our chest and say congratulations to us that this is a very big Christmas. So the message is that let everybody enjoy, do everything with moderation. If you are traveling, check your car before you hit the road, and then by January, let us all come back and continue from where we stopped. That's my message, and good luck to everyone.
Well, Christmas is a period where we celebrate the birth of Christ, and everything about Christ is love, peace, So I would tell my brothers and my sisters to be more spiritual, prepare for salvation. That is why Christ is coming. He's coming for our salvation. So we should key into that prepare for salvation. And what do we need to do? Like I said, be more spiritual. We should know why God created us. God created us to know Him, to love Him, and to serve Him. So this Christmas period, we should get ourselves together. Any areas of our lives that we haven't done well, we should look through it and make new resolutions to be better children of God and to prepare for salvation, so that we make heaven, because that's actually the cardinal reason why we joined Night of St. John International.
My message is always a message of peace, internal peace. Make peace with yourself. Go home with a good conscience. Good memories of the good things you did keep us happy all the time. If we live our lives not searching for applause, not searching for artificial and sycophantic applause, you always go home happy each day. My advice to members of my community and to myself is to use the period of Advent to re-examine the way we live our lives and begin to search for true happiness, which comes in always aligning yourself with good conscience, aligning yourself with correctness, aligning yourself with what is right, with what you know between you and God is the right thing to do. That is my advice. And I also want them to show more commitment to the other. It is tasking, it could be demanding, but as my other brother will always say, the angels are always going about sharing blessings, and if they come and your cup is still full, they will add more. So I call for generosity, I call for enthusiasm, I call for charity.
KSJI, one family.
Hello,